We want to be working with Rocky Linux 9.5. The certification for Linux Plus is agnostic as far as the vendor is concerned, but it'd be great to get experience both on a Debian architecture, such as we're using with Ubuntu, and a Red Hat Enterprise Linux environment, such as Rocky Linux. So we can download the minimal ISO file. This is just short of 2 gigabytes. Once we've done that, to make it available as a volume to our virtualization system, we can copy it across to var lib libvirt images. This is our default volume pool. So let's take a look at downloading Rocky Linux 9.5 and copying it across to our volume pool. So to make sure we can get experience on different distributions, let's make sure we can download the Rocky Linux installation ISO file. Now, I've already run this command. Notice that it's not commented out, but we can use wget and then point to the URL. You can also download the ISO file and connect it to your system as a CD when we look at running the install. But for the moment, I'm going to run the ISO file, and I'm going to add it through to my volume pool. Now, let's say I've already downloaded it. It's about 1.8 gig, so it will take a little bit of time to come down. But if I look in my home directory now, we can see that I have got the file, and as I said, it's about 1.8 gig. So depending on your network speed, is going to be very much dependent on how long that's going to take to download. But having downloaded it now, I really need to make sure that it's available to Virt Manager. So I'm going to use sudo and copy, CP for copy. I can use escape and dot to bring up my ISO file, and it needs to be copied across to var lib libvirt and images. This is the default volume pool. So I can hit the big enter key on here. Of course, I'm going to need to authenticate through into my sudo system, but then the copy is going to start. Now I can copy or I can move. Obviously, if I'm copying, I'm duplicating the data, so a lot depends on how much free space that you have. I set up this system with 75 gigs, so I should have plenty of space. But don't forget, we can always go through and look at disk free, -H for human readable, of our root file system. And you can see that I've still got 52 gig available to me. But if you were concerned, if I take a look inside of my home directory, in previous videos I've been working with the disk images that we've created, disk 1 through to disk 5. I don't particularly need those files now, so I could go through and delete those files. So I'm just going to force deletion of disk and star from my current directory, and that's going to free up an extra 5 gig or so. I can go back now and list my home directory. Those files have thankfully disappeared. And looking at my free space now, we've increased the free space to about 53 gig of space now.